Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's BTS episode is Baby Doll. So, you could probably guess the villain is Baby Doll. Um, and a lot of people don't really know about this villain. I'll be honest, I think the only time I've ever seen this character is in Batman the Animated Series. So, if anybody has recommendations of where she is also in, feel free to share that just because she's an interesting character. Fucking psycho, but interesting, I will say. Um, so it starts off that there was an old show back in the day called, I want to say it was just called Baby Doll. And there was this actress who had this one very rare disease where she can't really age. So she looks like a 5 year old, but she's like in her 20s in the making of the show. And it, it's your like stereotypical, or not stereotypical, typical like comedy sitcom thing where it's like family and mishaps and all that stuff. And you find out that the cast members are slowly but surely being kidnapped. Um, so Batman and Robin there with Commissioner Gordon. They're asking, well, what about Baby Doll? And Commissioner Gordon's like, well, she tried to get out of the role of Baby Doll and do some more serious work, but didn't really pan out well. So she just kind of turned into a recluse, and nobody's really seen her since. And he's like, okay, well, that's weird. It looks like there's only one person in the main cast that hasn't been kidnapped. And he's like, yeah, I know. We got a squad of cops watching her right now. And then just as Gordon says that, Harvey's on the phone. Hey, just letting you know where the lady's at. There's gunfire, and we're getting attacked. So help. And I swear to God, the where the club is or whatever, where the one lady is at, it had to be literally parked beside the police station because Batman, Gordon, and Robin, they get there in like fucking 10 seconds. Like they're on the scene, they're kicking ass, but so they pull in with like this big truck and kidnap the girl, and then Batman tries to get his Batmobile to chase after him, but a little kid runs in the way of the street, so Batman directs the Batmobile into like a wall or whatever, and a lady comes and picks up the baby. She's like, "Oh my God, my poor sweetheart! I I thought you were gonna get hurt." And they're walking off, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." Which that was like the clue for Robin because "I didn't mean to" was Baby Doll's catchphrase. So he's just like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And he pulls Batman to the side, which is a fun detail. It's nice when like Robin catches something before Batman. Um, really shows like how I won't say at this point he's an equal to Batman, just because of the writing in the show. Because man, he can be a damsel sometimes, and uh, but yeah, he's super useful in this episode, which is very pleasant. So he calls Batman. He's like, "Hey, Batman, did you hear the shit she just said?" And Batman's like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And Baby Doll, she's like, "Fuck you, Batman," and like throws the smoke bomb, and they escape. So it turns out she's kidnapping all the cast members to bring to the old set. I mean, this girl is out of her fucking mind. Like she's like fully in the character of Baby Doll, and she's acting like her actor family is like the real deal. And there's this kind of fucked thing where she's like role playing that she's in the show, and she's like, "Uh oh, looks like our dog Buster's, he's begging for scraps." And you just see out pop like I don't know if it's a toy dog, but it looks exactly like a dog, so it might have been stuffed. And I'm just like, did you kill the dog from the show and have it stuffed just for your sick pleasure, Baby Doll? That's my headcanon, because this woman is so far gone from reality. Um, Meanwhile, Robin, he's watching some older episodes of Baby Doll because he's like, maybe there's some clues on what the kidnapper's motivation might be. Like, well, Baby Dolls, because they know it's Baby Doll at this point. And he's watching, like, Batman, this is really shitty, like really, really shitty. Like, you remember the time Poison Ivy had us trapped in vines and the spikes were really, really sharp. This is worse than that, which that is a great line. I didn't. It's not exactly what he says, but it's in the area, and I'm just like, Robin, you fucking like, you're a funny fucker right there. Um, Robin's like, I noticed there's one character that hasn't been kidnapped yet, and it was a character that came in the last season of the show that kind of like upstaged Baby Doll, and Batman's like, huh, he's he's probably fucked then. So you see Baby Doll and her assistant go to the residence of the last guy, and they kidnap him. And so the the real reason she's like super mad at the guy was there was a birthday episode for her, and the actor shoves Baby Doll's face into a cake, and like everybody thinks it's like so funny and whatnot. It really like took away from her special episode. So now she's got a cake to like put in his character's face, um, which I'm like, Baby Doll, he's an actor. Why aren't you mad at the writers of it? You know, I mean, shit. Um, so she puts some cake in his face, and then she puts a stick of dynamite on the cake, and you're like, oh, maybe it's like the Joker, and it's just fake. So the guy's trying to like blow it out, and it won't go out. And then he's tied up, mind you. He like goes for it with his mouth and then throws it back, and then it does explode, like a big explosion because it's a fucking stick of dynamite. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, Baby Doll, were you just gonna kill everyone and yourself right then and there? Because she's literally standing right beside the cake. I mean, it's possible at the last second she could have, like, that's possible, I think. But I mean, she got so mad when he did that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, girl, I think you could be the new Harley Quinn. You're fucking crazy. So then Batman comes in because Baby is about to just execute the guy for cheating, as she puts it. So Batman comes in, he's kicking ass, and then you find out that the guy tied up was actually Robin in disguise because they beat Baby to the punch. So fight breaks out, Batman and Robin kicking ass, and then Baby, she goes off in her. Oh, real quick, Baby's assistant, I swear, this woman could put fucking Mercy, like Lex Luthor's assistant, to the fucking test. I mean, she's a badass. Like, this woman, and she's fine. Like, yeah, she's fine. But anyway, this woman, I mean, she's given Batman and Robin the fucking workaround. Like, they were struggling to defeat her, but they did. So then Batman tells Robin to stick around and get the hostages out, which I'm like, come on, Batman. All the bad guys are dealt with. You just want to be the hero. All right, come on, Batman. Let's quit hogging the spotlight here. Robin's pretty fucking important, but whatever. So Baby Doll runs away and goes to an amusement park, and Batman, he like goes to the top of a ride to like try to scope out the whole area, and he gets a really good idea. So he drops down above like a snack bar, and he literally just stands there, and he just like waits for all the Gotham City citizens to come towards him, and then he's just looking for who didn't come towards him, and he zeroes in on her, which I think was like super smart. So then he like follows her to some kind of some kind of like shooting gallery. It's just like a very small like prize thing, carnival game. There we go. But Batman, he like goes into the carnival game. He's like looking for her, and then she turns out to be she went into the game, but then went out to go on the other side because it was like a shooting gallery, and she's like on this. It's not a Gatling gun, obviously, but like on a mounted like tennis ball shooter, and she starts like pelting Batman. And I mean, I don't know what the fuck. It's like the power is on it, but like it was literally knocking Batman on his ass. So Batman, he takes like a stuffed toy and throws it at Baby Doll, and it makes like an audible thud and like knocks her on her ass, and knocks her off like the tennis ball gun, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, why is everything so fucking heavy at this carnival game? Like, those tennis balls should not be doing that much damage, and that fucking stuffed animal should not have made an audible thud and did knock a woman over. So then the fight leads to it's not necessarily a mirror maze, it's just like a wall of mirrors, and Baby Doll goes to a mirror, and this part in the episode is really dumb and kind of stupid. I think I know it's symbolic, but it's still dumb. She's going in the mirror house, and one of the mirrors looks like an adult version of her, and I'm just thinking that makes no fucking sense. Like the face is completely different. Like the clothes are different. It's just dumb. Uh, so she starts shooting Batman, but every Batman she shoots is just like a mirror until like all the mirrors are cracked around her except like the adult version of her. And then there's this like kind of beautiful moment where like she like unloads into that mirror, and then she just like starts clicking blanks at it, and she just starts sobbing, and at the end she just lets herself go and then just hugs Batman. That's the end of the episode. Which I'm like, man, this lady is a fucking box of Fruit Loops. I mean, she's obviously in pain and whatnot, uh, but man, is she crazy. I mean, she could give the Joker a run for her money. I will say, they did say at this point, she's like canonically 30 years old. It's really weird, the idea of like this 30-year-old girl wearing it's a very short like skirt that she's wearing, and then a diaper underneath it. I'm just like, lady, why are you wearing the diaper? I know you think you're Baby Doll, but fuck, that's weird. And it's kind of like the thing with the ventriloquist. Where the fuck do you get? Because she had like a whole gang and then a secretary, and just like, where the fuck do you get like how do you put in applications to get cronies? You know, I mean, can you imagine just like uh, an actress that played Baby Doll back in the day, and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna kidnap some people, and I'm gonna make them live with me forever, or maybe kill them and myself, and you with me. Are you in?" And they're like, "I don't know what's going on, but you have a gun on me, so sure." I don't know. I would also like to see Baby Doll and Scarface have time together. I don't know. Like, I feel like Baby Doll with like her childlike mentality reacting with Scarface, like, oh, hey, look, you're playing with dolls too. I don't know. I feel like that could really have some potential. Just like how I said, Scarecrow and Man Bat have a lot of potential. I don't know. That's just me um, fan fictioning, I guess. But rating wise, I don't know. Like, I get what they were doing at the end with the symbolism of her wanting to be like an adult and whatnot, and her being like kind of robbed of that. But I'm like, lady, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but like you're nuts. Um, but stuff with Robin was good. I liked how he was like an undercover agent because Batman put a tracer in Robin, so that's how he found the location where he was at. He wasn't also really a damsel that much. Pretty utilized well. Trying to think what else, if there's any like thing worth mentioning. Oh, a weird episode, but good weird. Trying to think. I don't think it's 3-1 because I had actually a good time with the episode. I would not say it's a 6 or a 7. That wasn't a joke. I hate that stupid joke. So I'm debating between 4 and 5. I do think I'll give it a 5. It is good, and like it just her mentality. It's like Joker level crazy, and I don't know. It's nice when they have like a gimmick that just kind of works for that. I don't know. I'm explaining it wrong. Anyway, it's fine. Episode 5.